early in my career, I had one of my peers use the N word, and we were at a cocktail function. I wasn't supposed to have heard it because it wasn't a conversation that I was directly involved in, but I did hear it, and so I am trying to figure out in my head how I should react to this. And so things were going 100 miles an hour in my head because I had been with the company about a year, and all I could do is just hear my grandmother, because I kind of want to go take the guy out, and all I could hear is her saying, "Please don't, please don't," and so the guy he was talking to said, "Don't talk so loud. Jesse may hear you." And because I was the only black person on our team, I said, "Well, Jesse may hear what?" And he said, "Well, nothing. He had too much to drink." Well, I heard him. And so we were in Cincinnati, Ohio, at a restaurant called La Maison. It was a 5-star restaurant. I think we were on the 3rd floor. And so I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to react to this. And so in the end, I didn't say anything. And so you fast forward 12 years later. The guy who said it was my boss's peer. 12 years later, I get promoted to a job, and he reported to a guy who reported to a guy who reported to me in my new role. And so I went down to his office on day one and sat down with him and had a chat with him, asked about how his wife was doing, how the boys were doing, etc. And he said they were fine. And I said, "I hear you're doing a great job. You enjoy your job?" He said, "Yes, yes." And so everything was fine. The next day he came to my office and asked if I would support a transfer. And I said, "Well, why? I thought you enjoyed your job." He said, "Yeah, I do, but I just think it's time for a change." And so we talked. And I said, "Well, come on, tell me why." And so he sat back and he said, "Well, you remember," I said, "that night in Cincinnati at La Maison?" He said, "Yeah, you hurt me, didn't you?" I said, "Yeah, I did." And I said, "So is that why you want to transfer?" And he said, "Well, yeah." I said, "Why do I need to be vindictive?" I said, looking at the org chart, I've done okay, relative to where you are. So I don't need to do anything. He said, "Yeah, but I can't take the chance."